leaks online are revealing that the Beast is returning in Chapter 2. And Pleasant Park is its first victim. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to another Fortnite video for Chapter 2. In this video, we have some pretty crazy leaks that might be confirming the return of the Polar Peak monster and the overall destruction of an iconic OG location. Let's get into it. Leakers have been posting online this image of what seems to be the Polar Peak monster hidden in the game's files. There's a few notable things to mention. Number one, the face of the beast is missing, which currently we don't really know what that means. But what is also mysterious about this leak is we don't know when this information came to light. As this leak is in the game's files right now, we can presume that this is going to be a part of the future of Fortnite. But whether this is the actual leak of the giant monster itself that will soon come and destroy our island, or whether this is just the playable outfits model that players can now buy in the store, well, we don't quite know. In the title of this hidden file, it's labeled as large, which is making some players believe that this might actually be the large version of the Polar Peak monster, and his face has been removed as it's going to be changed this season. A Polar Peak monster that looks different because it's in this alternate dimension. Maybe this Polar Peak monster is gonna have 2 eyes, or maybe 3. It's a mystery, and I want to find out the answers. This leak has been exposed at a strange time in Chapter 2, as there is another unusual and mysterious glitch going down in-game. And, it might be connected. Pleasant Park has been in Chapter 2 since the very start, and it's iconic to Fortnite. But there is something going on here. Players are reporting online, seeing in their games that Pleasant Park is covered with a strange brown material. This presumably is some kind of mud that is covering the streets. But of course, this could just be the future texture of the ground. For example, if Pleasant Park was to be wiped out or destroyed, it might leave this brown, earthy texture. Whether this is a glitch or a bug, we know Epic Games is tweaking something here at Pleasant Park, and players are capturing it on camera. If we rewind ourselves back to Season 9 in our old island, we saw iconic locations being destroyed by the beast that was swimming around in our waters. In fact, Pleasant Park was one of the locations that actually was damaged by the beast. Fast forward onto Chapter 2, Pleasant Park is about to change. We have a potential model of the Polar Peak monster returning, presumably from the ocean, which just so happens to be right next to Pleasant Park. Guys, if this is happening, we should be getting ready for something crazy right now. Guys, there is still loads more information I want to get into, so we're going to jump into game. Do remember, if you want to support this channel, make sure you use the Support a Creator code that is on screen right now. Alright guys, let's do this. Okay, welcome back. Pleasant Park is like one of the last OG locations in Fortnite. There's literally like 3 other locations which are here since day 1. If we lose Pleasant Park, we lose everything. I'm looking at the grass right now. This whole place was covered in mud. This was after the snow left, and it's all part of the weird glitch for the upcoming event. By the looks of it right now, it's all pretty grassy, so I think we're good. This was clearly some kind of glitch. I don't know how to activate the glitch. I don't know if we can activate the glitch, or whether it's just random for random people in random games. But what we really all want to know is, what does it mean? Why is Pleasant Park turning into a muddy wasteland? What is causing it, and what is going to be on our island? I don't know. Well, I say I don't know. I kind of have an idea. I have a few ideas, in fact. That's what we do on this channel. We have ideas. You guys remember back in Season 9, there were all sorts of locations like Pleasant Park being affected by some kind of Beast. But there's nothing up here? What? I heard there was a chest. Really? And it just so happens on our Chapter 2 islands, locations are beginning to be destroyed. And we also think there is some kind of monster soon coming to the game. Sounds a little fishy to me, if you know what I'm saying. Is it possible that the Polar Peak monster is gonna come out of our oceans and destroy Pleasant Park, pulling the tides of the ocean right across this location? Yo, look, actually, it's starting to do it here. Has this always been here? Look, there's like mud slowly coming out onto the concrete. Yo, is this actually happening over time, or is this supposed to be one big crazy event? I don't even know. My feelings are this: Pleasant Park is going to be covered in mud because it's going to be covered in water, like a flood. So if the monster does come and it might bring the water with it, it could flood Pleasant Park or something like that. You know, it is also possible that it could be some kind of toxic radiation. I mean, think about our entire Fortnite island. There's Steamy Stacks, there's the Slurp Factory. All of these places are producing weird toxic energy that could find its way out into our world. It really wasn't a single guy here, really. I didn't see a single guy land at Pleasant Park. When was the last time you guys landed in Pleasant Park and there wasn't a single guy there? Not even a bot. And I mean, this is probably the first... Sorry about that storm. I mean, this really has been the first glitch of an event that we have seen this season. Back in our old Chapter 1 islands, through all the different seasons, we saw all kinds of glitches that were telling us what the event was going to be. This is the first glitch we've seen this season, and it's literally in the build-up before this final event. Yo, bro, and if you're still not convinced about the Polar Peak monster returning, I mean, that leak to do with that model, that large catus model, you know, the one with the missing face? Freaky, right? What is that doing in the game's files? What is that? I have a few theories and a few concerns. It could just be one of the models for the player models for the catus creature. You know what I'm saying? Yo, oh, hold on, check me out. But if we're wrong and it is actually the model of a giant beast, the Polar Peak monster itself, then we might have just discovered what is actually going down in this event. Yo, is there seriously nobody coming? Yo, got him. Oh, there's a man down. The missing face thing, though, kind of creeps me out. I don't really know what that is. Maybe we're gonna get some kind of interchangeable futuristic face on the Polar Peak monster. I mean, I don't really know. I have no idea. Man, come on, bro. You really gonna do me like that? Oh, gosh, damn it, man. People really be hating. This is not the first time that this side of our island has come into question. We've been talking about the Lighthouse being a part of this event for a while, and it's right next to Pleasant Park. Yo, I'm gonna need to get down from here. Can I get rid of this? Oh, yo, you lend me a hand? Thanks for being handy, friend. We were talking about the lighthouse, the iconic lighthouse, and how it would be guiding something in from the ocean onto land. And of course, this is right outside Pleasant Park. So whatever came in from land would surely get to... Uh-oh. Oh! Ugh. Okay, sorry about that. I was interrupted. The lighthouse is used for... Oh my... Leave me alone, please. I was saying lighthouses are designed to guide something in from the ocean, usually boats that are lost out at sea. The lighthouse is iconic to this season, so something is going to be guided towards our island. Bro, and it's so close to Pleasant Park, so whatever it is that comes out of the ocean is going to affect Pleasant Park. And of course, the last thing to come out of the ocean in Fortnite was the Polar Peak monster. I mean, look at the distance. The lighthouse is here, and Pleasant Park is here. There is no closer location. There is something really going on between these two locations. Hey, just ignore the fact that I've got to run halfway across the map just to get into the safe zone. I've already seen it. You don't need to let me know. I know. And this really could be part of the final events for this chapter. What it would do is it would kickstart the next season in a crazy major way. A beast arriving back to our island? I mean, it's possible. Is it too crazy for this season? I mean, time is ticking, Epic, and we still don't really know what the final event is going to be. We're just theorizing right now. I mean, we've already talked about it. Could it be the Chaos Agent and his evil plans to take over our island? guys? Could it be the return of the Polar Peak monster? And in yesterday's video, we talked about the possibility of the rocket returning each season. Sorry, not each season, each chapter. Dude, it's so complicated these days. I don't even know what I'm calling anything. I'll be honest with you. Yo, like, I actually think in yesterday's video, I meant to be saying season 10, but I started saying season 11. So if you noticed that, well done. So we don't know what the event is going to be. Actually, something super interesting. Do you know Epic Games actually delayed the ending of this season like a month or two ago? If they didn't delay this season, we would have actually been at the end of season 1 for chapter 2. Literally, right now would have been season 2 of chapter 2 if they didn't delay it, which is actually pretty crazy if you think about it. It's actually only really crazy because we don't know what the final event for this season is, but it probably should have been the next season by now. I don't know. Epic, sort it out. All right, guys, with 22 days left until the end of this season, and with the final event not far away, things are about to get pretty epic in Epic Games and Fortnite. And I think, personally, it's about time we get that dub of the day. All right, guys, let's get it. Oh, no. We don't need to talk about it. We don't need to talk about it. Listen, guys, I panicked. I know. Not my best performance yet. We can all agree on that. Guys, let's get hyped for the final events for this season. It's all happening pretty soon. And I'll catch you all on the next one. Peace. Oh, I hit ready up. I usually click the other one. I don't usually ready up. Peace.